Oh yeah, I just broke your neck, so there's that.
What is going on, everybody? This, of course, is Mr. Tony Stark, and I have for you guys today some Titanfall beta gameplay. It's some Hardpoint, and I think I go 12-4 in pilot kills and stuff like that and get some decent points. And I don't know, it's pretty cool. That's what you're going to be watching in the background if you feel so led to do so. But today's commentary is going to go a little old school. I'm going to be talking about something that I've been thinking about and dwelling on, and I even posted a question about it on Twitter last week, and I'm going to get right into that in just a second. But what I mean by old school commentary, I mean this is going to be like whenever I started my channel and I do a little bit more of a discussion, and it's something that I want a lot of feedback from you guys, and I want you to listen and then be able to respond, and I want to be able to interact. And it just so happens that this commentary and this topic is about interaction and engagement, and I want to talk about it on YouTube, and I want to talk about it more on Twitter, because that seems to be where social media is focused right now. It's Twitter. It's not Facebook. It's obviously not MySpace. It's not, really anything else. It's around Twitter, and a lot of things and interactions and people that you like and talk to on a daily basis happen on Twitter. So with YouTube, again, I just kind of want to mention it, touch on it briefly, because YouTube has changed, and the setup and the overlays and the layouts and everything has changed so much over the past year or so that it's become a lot harder to interact with people through YouTube in comments and replies. And if you don't have Google Plus, it's just a mess. Everything's just a mess. So it's become really hard to go through that route to interact with your subscribers if you're a YouTube content creator, or if you're a subscriber, to get responses from the people that you like and watch. Now, I'm not saying it's impossible, because it does happen, but it's a lot harder than it used to be. So with that being said, that's kind of like the stepping stone into what I want to go with Twitter. So with Twitter, you have an account, you can follow people, you have people follow you if they like you, but really the crux of the matter, and what I've noticed over the past year or so, is that Twitter has become this boasting ground, this platform for you to say, I have this many followers, and look at me, kind of thing. And I want to get to 5K, I want to get to 10K, I want to get to 25K. I'm 3 away from this. And it's a lot like it was a year ago for the YouTube sub count, right? And so it's always been that way, where you want people to follow you, and you want your followers to be more than what you're following. If whatever, that's just like the cliche thing to do. I'm not saying that's the right thing to do, that's just the cliche thing to do. But you have to look, and what I really want to ask you guys is why you follow someone in the first place. So I posed a question last week, and I said, why do you follow someone on Twitter? Like, what is it? And I got some interesting responses, so I want to read them. So I got one from MC Into House that says, for some for info, others for the entertainment value, some are just train wrecks that are fascinating to watch what they do next. Sean Dizzle said, most of the time it's because I've worked with someone over YouTube, or because they're awesome in general. Swifty says, I feel like most people feel inclined to do so because they're part of the circle of friends. And then Logan Erzomnia says, so I have something to read when I'm bored. So this is a kind of a wide variety of responses, and it kind of paints the picture for what exactly I want to get at. All of those responses, while none of them were technically wrong per se, they all are almost self-centered. Swifty says, because most people feel like they want to be a part of their circle of friends, which is true in a lot of cases. But if you think about it, so you follow somebody so that you can get something out of them, right? But what it comes down to with interaction, why most people complain, like why I'll be like, well, I have 1,200 followers and I get 10 retweets on a tweet. Like, what's the deal? Well, the problem with me is that I spend most of the time waiting to get the interaction instead of going out and getting it for myself. And that's really where the issue is. And so what I wanted to really, really encourage you guys, that follow people on Twitter, that have followers, or vice versa, is that you go and get the interaction. That if you want people to interact with you, you go and interact with them. So I want to encourage you over the next week or so. You don't have to do it with everybody. You don't have to tweet every single person that you follow. But when you see a conversation in Twitter, or just a tweet that you think that maybe you normally wouldn't respond to, but you have something to say about it, say it. Interact with that person. Say something to get them to interact with you back, because a year ago on Twitter, it was so easy to get your channel out there, to get your tweets retweeted, to get videos liked and things like that. It was so easy because people they were hungry for interaction, they were hungry for exposure. But now they want everything to come to them. They want to do none of the work, and they want to receive everything in return. So again, what I'm calling you to action, just as an experiment, go out and get the engagement. Go talk to somebody that you normally haven't tweeted in a while, or that you always read their tweets but never say anything. Retweet, favorite, do whatever you got to do to get those people to talk to you back and get the engagement interaction going. Because that's ultimately, if you are a YouTube content creator, that's going to help you in the long run. Not only is it going to help you get exposure with your own channel, but it's going to show that you're not just a robot, and you're not just all about getting your follower count up, and you're not all about the numbers and the subs and everything like that. You want to actually talk to people. And for me, that's what Twitter was in the first place. I always wanted to get people to talk to, like that. Whenever I get a reply, or I can reply back, retweet, whatever it might be, that's what I was looking for. And so I really want to get back to that. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them in the comment section below. I'm kind of excited to hear what you guys have to say about this, because interaction for me is something that's always been a part of me trying to network and meet new people, and it's just part of who I am. So I'd love to hear what you guys say. But that's all I got time for. I'm out. Peace.